Hello and welcome to Q Today, our show for March 13th to the 16th. And I'm Ron Campbell, one of your hosts.
And I'm your other host for this program, Alison. We just want to remind our viewers that our weekday show runs from Tuesday at 5 p.m. until Friday at 8 a.m. and the weekend offering from Friday at 5 p.m. until Tuesday at 8 a.m. We broadcast every day at 8 a.m., 5 p.m., and 10 p.m.
And before we get to the news, once again, we'd like to remind our viewers that we're still looking for sponsors for our show. And you can reach us by email. And guess what? We have another email address for you. You may reach us at qtoday@qcatv.ca. And as always, we would like to thank the Caribou Observer for the news reports that we'll be giving you on today's show.
Now, we do just give the highlights here on Q Today, so if you want to read the full story or get all the details on any of the news items that we cover, you can pick up your copy of the Quesnel Caribou Observer or check out their website at quesnelobserver.com. And now, over to the news with Ron.
Thank you, Alison. Healthcare is our first news item. Health Canada has provided some funding for health services to be delivered on and to reserve band members, such as immunization and basic health care. This program is going to be on NASCO Reserve, and this project was high on Chief Dolores Aleck's list when she became chief some 8 years ago. In 2008, it was denied, but finally the capital funds have come through of more than $2 million to build a new health center. And according to the Director of Community Health and Social Services, Brenda Gardner, this has caused much excitement in the community as they look forward to the new building and the services they're going to be receiving shortly. Alison.
Great. So in the past few weeks, Caribou North Independent MLA Bob Simpson's website has been hacked not once, but twice. Simpson explained that the web page was moved about a month ago, but it's only been in the last few weeks that the server's gone down. He commented that he thinks the hack is proving you can have a meaningful voice as an independent. And even though the server was back up within 24 hours, Simpson's site remained down. He was told that he's being specifically targeted and there is now a technician working on increased security. The last hack took place in the evening of March the 6th, and as of press time for the Observer late Thursday morning, Simpson's site was still down. Not a good thing.
No, it isn't. But in today's technology, there's somebody out there always thinking that they can do something that will mess up somebody else's life.
So true.
I've tried, but not intelligent.
Doesn't work for you?
Alison, this next project, or next news story is on the West Quesnel Land Stability Work Program. And it's a program that's been in existence for some time. Back in 2000, I think they started on with this land stability in West Quesnel. Jack Marsh has been hired as a program manager to head this program up for the city, and he was quite excited to see the advancement of this project, as it seems to him that he's been doing it forever. In addition, the city has mailed out to every home and business inside the city limits in early January an announcement pertaining to what they were planning on doing. The mayor at that time said the announcement is encouraging, especially for the 2,000 people who call the Land Stability Study Area home. She went on to say that the city is committed to finding a solution and keeping the residents informed of the progress along the way. I did attend the meeting that was held on Thursday at Voyager School, and the meeting was well attended with graphs, pictures, outlines of timetables. All of council was there except for Councillor Elliott. And in the mayor's opening remarks, she made reference to some of the things that were going on at election time. And one of the items that was brought up was a parcel tax for West Quesnel residents. She was very emphatic that this was not so. However, she did not come out and say that it could not happen if this $4 million dewatering program does not meet what it's supposed to. The schedule is to begin in the spring of 2012. The program is $4.7 million, and it will install 14 pumping wells, build 9 horizontal drains sites consisting of more than 70 drains, and provide significant storm water system improvements for the West Quesnel area residents. There's going to be some road closures, and there's going to be some streets dug up. So if you want further information on this program, please contact the City Hall at 250-992-2111. It's a big project.
And hopefully it'll help resolve some of those issues.
According to the people that were giving the overview of everything, it should be. There is some reduction even now.
Good.
But it depends on if whether it's dry weather or rainy weather. They've got an excellent map there, and it shows it in different layers and different colors of when it's wet and when it's dry. Wow. Actually, it was quite informative to be there at that meeting.
Good.
And I advise the viewers out there, especially of those of you in West Quesnel, to get out, get to the city, and get as much information as you can on this project, because it not only affects West Quesnel, but it does affect all of us in Quesnel.
Definitely. All right, thanks, Ron. So Quesnel's Downtown Association is already kicking into high gear in anticipation of the Rick Hansen 25th Anniversary Medal Bearer Relay, which arrives in Quesnel on March the 22nd. During Hansen's Man in Motion World Tour, 34 countries were visited, and the Downtown Association is hanging the flags from all 34 countries on Reed Street and St. Laurent Avenue. In Quesnel, 9 medal bearers will bring the medal on a route ending at Spirit Square, where end-of-day celebrations will take place at approximately 5 p.m. The relay team will energize the crowd, and local entertainers, including wheelchair entertainer and race car driver Trevor Adelman, will keep the energy flowing. The public is also invited to try out wheelchair sports in the gym at QJS from 1 to 4 on March the 22nd. And on March the 25th, 18 medal bearers will carry the relay medal from Spirit Square at 10 a.m. and head south. For more information on the 25th anniversary relay, you can visit www.rickhansenrelay.com.
Are you going to be here for that, Alison?
I'm not. I'm going to be away at Nationals, which is unfortunate because I would love to
be involved in that
in some way, shape, or form, for sure.
By the way, good luck to you at the Nationals.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
That's too bad you're not going to be there. But I'm not too sure. Is that going to fall in between the spring break?
It is the week of spring break.
I'm wondering if that'll have an effect on
the
number of people that will attend to see what's happening.
Yeah, it might.
Hopefully it doesn't, because it's an excellent program, the way to say thank you for a man that's done a lot for those that have been disabled.
For sure.
My next story here is on the Canadian Parents for French. They said a thank you with an evening dinner and discussion. And what they did is they used the speed dating format. For those of you out there who don't know what the type of speed dating format is, they set up tables and you go from table to table, and in the dating process you only got so many minutes. Now don't ask me how I know this. It's strictly through research. So they did the same thing for the parents. They set up various tables. They had 8 minutes to discuss different things, such as reasons and ways to keep your child in French immersion. French immersion program has flourished here in Quesnel for the last 28 years, if you can believe that. And Nicole Baker has K7, kindergarten to grade 7 for French immersion. The Quesnel Junior School has 9 to 10 French immersion. And as I said, several topics were discussed. How to keep your child in the French immersion program. And CPF President Rebecca Burchell was very pleased with the turnout. She went on to say that graduates over around 5 to 10 over the past 8 years. And for those that are interested and want more information on French immersion, you may contact her at 778-414-9119 or any of the French immersion principals at the schools. Parlez-vous français?
Not much. I know what you said, but don't quite. Other than no, I don't know how to respond.
I wish that I had stayed in French a little longer, and I have a story for you. I recall in French class back in Winnipeg, these other students were a little bit of a nuisance. Not myself, of course.
Of course.
But anyhow, one day I was whispering to the person across from me. And the next thing I know, I was grabbed by this earlobe and pulled right out of my seat. The reason being that our French teacher was over 6 feet tall, really skinny. He looked like Ichabod Crane. He really did. And he used to go around with a ruler slapping people's knuckles. He wouldn't get far with that today, but he was an interesting teacher, and I learned a lot from him. As you just noticed, I was able to ask if you speak French. Mm-hmm. But that's all I can say, so. Oh, bonjour.
Right. I know a few, but yeah, not a whole heck of a lot.
Let's not go there. There are probably some words that you can't.
There's probably a few words that I shouldn't repeat on TV, you're right. So the Quesnel Film Club is presenting their 4th film in their winter series, Albert Nobbs, and that's going to be on March the 15th at 6:30 p.m. at the Carib Theatre. A film 15 years in the making, Albert Nobbs is the highly anticipated feature by acclaimed director Rodrigo Garcia and based on the stage play of the same name. The movie is a moving and effectual portrait of one woman's struggle with personal identity and self-assurance in 19th century Ireland. Albert Nobbs is a fascinating character study that offers a glimpse into one individual's personal struggle with gender and identity. Tickets are $9 for regular admission and $7 for seniors, which includes film club membership. If you require any information on this, you can call 747-7422 or 747-3979, or you can visit the film club website at www.quesnelfilmclub.ca. Sounds like a good one.
Is there a charge for that, do you know?
It's $9 for regular admission, $7 for seniors.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if you're quite a senior yet or not, Ron, but...
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of junior coach.
Right. I don't know if you'd quite get away with that one.
It sounds like a very interesting film.
Yeah, it does.
They have some really good ones.
Mm-hmm.
The Relay for Life is fast approaching, Alison, and mother and daughter now have a team in the Relay for Life. Maggie and Corina Franson are excited to participate in the Relay for Life as they each have their own team. Corina goes on to outline the many events she puts on to raise money, such as garage sales and so forth. And both are looking forward to spending the day in the park. And Maggie says that she's prepared for all kinds of weather, just in case it rains, which it won't. It doesn't usually. It did once, and they had to take and
now that
move
you've said that, Ron, I hate to say it, they're doomed.
They had to move the relay into the arena. Anyhow, they're prepared for all kinds of weather, and relay is going ahead May the 26th at Labordi Park. And there's if you want more information on how to participate and how to put in a team, please contact Michelle Godfrey at 250-983-8815 or Kathy Briggs at 250-747-2510. The Relay for Life is an unforgettable experience. So you viewers out there, please get involved and help fight cancer. Thank you. That was a bit of a soapbox there, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe just a
bit?
Just a bit. That's all right, though. It's a good cause. It
near
definitely is.
Near to my heart.
For sure. So as mentioned in Nate's recent interview in his In Conversation With segment, he was talking with Ron Silver of the Lions Club. And the Quesnel Lions want to hear from you. The Service Club is looking to launch a major community project on a grand scale, but they want to hear from the community as to what they see as the priorities. They've devised a short and long-form survey which canvasses the opinions of local citizens to see which projects rank the highest. The questionnaire is being circulated around town and will determine where the Lions will put their efforts. Committee Chair Mitch Vik said be it a social, recreational, environmental, or other need, the Lions Club wants to put their efforts toward a large project which will help Quesnel grow. Copies of the short questionnaire will be included in 3 Observer issues, which can be clipped out and returned to KMAX at 246 St. Laurent Avenue or to the Observer office. And if you would rather fill out one of the questionnaires electronically, you can email mitchellsvik@telus.net to either receive the short or the long copy. So again, you know, we're urging people out there to get involved and let the Lions Club know, you know, what you think is important so that they can focus their efforts and their energy on, you know, what the public wants to see happen. So
it's time for the public to get off their apathy.
Good one, Ron.
I've already filled mine. I've filled mine out and put it in. So it's an excellent program to get started and find out just what is needed in Quesnel.
Right.
In sports, at 5 years old, she started playing hockey here in Quesnel. She is now a 22-year-old student and athlete at the University of Lethbridge. She has earned her second Athlete of the Week award for this season, and her name is Shelby Ballandine. And she took top player honors for her team, and I got to really say this properly, Pronghorns. That's Pronghorns. What a name for a team, eh?
That's a type of a deer or an antelope or something, isn't it? A pronghorn?
I think so. They may have that back in Lethbridge.
I think so.
Her favorite NHL player is Alexander Ovechkin. Ovechkin. I
Good
just
job.
about messed it.
That's a tough one.
And the reason she likes him is because of the way he celebrates goals. It's as if he just scored the first goal ever, and so she kind of likes that. In her spare time, when she has some, she loves to snowboard and wakeboard. And although her college hockey career is coming to an end, Shelby is looking forward to playing hockey in Switzerland and touring that country. And we wish her good luck. And once again, it's another Quesnel athlete that does, I've got down good, but it should be saying well.
Yes.
So that's great to see.
It is, for sure. So our photo of the day this week comes to us again, courtesy of Dave Sutton. He attended a concert by Winston Watani on Wednesday, March the 7th. This concert was sponsored by the Quesnel Tillicum Society and took place at Chuck Mobley Theatre. The school district and child and youth mental health were also involved, hence the Connecting the Dots theme. And there will be another free concert by hip-hop artist Casp on March the 15th.
Now let's look at our community calendar.
Right, and now it's time for my favorite segment of the day, Ron's rumblings / thought for the day. What have you got for us today, Ron?
Well, I was going to do a lot of rumbling. I'm still concerned about unions and government not giving us the full side of each story. I think the word I used was honesty. And if you noticed, some people in the letters to the editor have picked up on that, and also on some news releases on the radio. They are starting to use the word honesty. We have to know from both sides basically what it is they want so we can make a real solid decision. But I said no. I'm not going to do that. But I do have something nice to say. I think that the city is really doing quite well in regards to the West Side land stability. I think they've really put a lot of effort into it, and it's something that federal government, provincial government, and the city are doing in unison, and I think it's going to be excellent for the Quesnel taxpayer. With that said, all I have for you is a thought for the day. If you want to appreciate what an enormous job it is to clean up the environment, just start to try and clean up your garage or your basement.
Good one. I like that. All right, so on our next episode, the weekend show, Nate will be in conversation with Sharon Macdonald, who is Vice President of the local Legion. She'll be discussing the future of the Legion, what some people are calling the new Legion. And of course, we'll be looking forward to that from Nate. And that is it for this show. You can contact us at our new email address at qtoday@qcatv.ca to give us feedback or give us any tips on any news you'd like to see us cover here on Q Today, or if you would like to be a sponsor or volunteer. You can also call Nate. His number is 992-3650, or you could call the Shaw Station and leave a message for John McKenzie. That number is 992-8363. And
remember that Q Today is produced by QMAG, the Quesnel Media Access Group. It's kind of nice to be the producer. You get to interview people.
That's right.
Instead of studying all this stuff we have to do. You can also watch us on the internet at Quesnel Community Access TV. The website is Wide World Web at qcatv.ca and is run by our colleague Eddie D'Souza. I had trouble spitting all that out.
You got it out though.
I
That's
did.
the main thing.
Thank you for being patient.
Oh, no problem, Ron. Always. So thanks for watching. Remember, our purpose is to get a conversation going for Quesnel, by Quesnel. Bye for now.
You got it right.
Better at that.